Welcome to a world where mysticism meets legality, where the unseen and the unheard collide with the black and white of the law. Today, we journey through the intriguing tapestry of history to uncover 10 bizarre and controversial laws that once ruled the realm of psychic practices and privacy. At number 10, we start with the Witchcraft Act of 1735 in England, where practicing psychic arts was not just frowned upon, but outright illegal. This law was aimed at protecting the public from fraud, but it also silenced genuine psychic practitioners. Moving on to number 9, we delve into the Psychic Registration Act of 1950 in Canada. This required psychics to register with the government, a measure believed to safeguard privacy, yet it sparked debates about personal freedom. Number 8 takes us to the United States with the fortune-telling ban in New York City. Here, psychic readings were considered a form of illegal fortune-telling until the law was challenged in court, setting a precedent for freedom of expression. As we climb to number 7, the 19th century law in France comes into focus. This regulation mandated that any psychic predictions about political events be reported to the authorities, blurring the lines between privacy and public safety. At number 6, we find ourselves in Australia, where a law prohibited psychic readings via telephone. The government claimed it was to protect consumers from scams, yet it stifled the booming psychic hotline industry. Halfway through at number 5, the Russian Federation's strict regulations on psychic advertising emerge. Aimed at curbing false claims, this law also questioned the very existence of psychic abilities. Number 4 brings us to Italy, where the Vatican's influence led to a ban on seances. This was deemed a violation of religious sanctity and public order. Entering the top 3, we explore a law in Japan that once classified psychic readings as a form of gambling, thereby imposing heavy taxes and restrictions. Number 2 reveals India's Psychic Prevention Act, aimed at protecting citizens from fraud, but criticized for infringing on cultural and spiritual practices. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at the Psychic Privacy Protection Act in the UK, where government intervention reached its peak by making it illegal for psychics to reveal personal information without explicit consent. Each of these laws tells a story of conflict between belief and skepticism, privacy and control, highlighting a fascinating chapter in the history of law and mysticism. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. And remember, the line between the mystical and the legal is often as thin as it is surprising.